Hey everybody, what is going on? CerealOverdrive here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. What we're going to be doing today is a 30 PED hunt. So we're just going to be doing Atrox again at Jura Plateau. Obviously, like that last one where I'm like talking about Twitch and all that, I did get a global, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, don't take that like the wrong way, guys. Just, you know, it is what it is. I'm recording this video before I even released it, so I don't know what sort of reception it's going to get. I'm guessing most likely everybody's sort of going to understand where I'm coming from, and that'll be that. But yeah, if it's a bad reception, then I'll probably make a video just to address that and put that out sooner rather than later. But for now, we're just going to be doing a 30 PED hunt. We're going to be taking on some Atrox. And just like, just a heads up, like for some reason I'm having a weird thing with the mouse where I'm like doing the thing that would make the mouse disappear, and it's not. There's just a recent update, so I'm guessing MindArk changed something. I've just got to figure out the controls. So for now, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed and just holding down my mouse button to move. I'd almost rather have it be the other way, where I can hold down a mouse button to get the mouse, right? Like holding down a mouse button, and I don't know. It is what it is, right? Like, if I don't do it, then it makes it weird when you're clicking. I get that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's probably been a lot of QA. There's been a lot of, like, QA would be, like, quality assurance, just testing and stuff. Wow, it is busy today. I'm looking for these spawns, and they're just not coming. We got this guy over here taking on a big, well, no, not that big. I thought that was a big one, but not too big. All right, so here we go. So we got an Atrox mature here that we're going to take. That'll be our first one. And we'll just see how that goes. I did forget to repair, but I know where my amp is, by the way, guys. I know like sort of what it's sitting at. I don't have my inventory is completely empty, so we're good there. So my amp was sitting at 7 PEDs today when I got it. This gun's about to run out, so I did buy a new gun. The armor, I think I've repaired that. If I haven't, armor decay is only going to be about 90 PECs, 70 to 90 PECs. So we can just factor that in just right off the bat. Yeah, it's very weird with these controls when I have to hold down the mouse button. Again, though, like I keep saying, guys, this is one of those things that, like, even by the time I make this video, it might be fixed. Like MindArk's pretty good about listening to players some of the time. It depends, right? If it's something that's affecting the bottom line, MindArk will do something. And actually, there's a very easy way to tell. So what we can do is you can check your deeds. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, here we go. N. I used to be Y. That's why I'm like, throws me off. So you can check your deeds, right? All you gotta do is find my deeds first. Why? I don't know why I'm having trouble. I don't think this even moved anywhere, did it? Maybe it did. I don't know, like maybe this got changed around too. My PED collection is not exactly where I thought it would be, is it now? I'm sure this is just something that I'm being like stupid about, but oh, there we go. PED flow center. So what we're gonna do, we'll pull this off to the side real quick. We'll do this. Oh, look at that, folks! 70 PEDs right there. Second shot. Damn, MindArk is liking me today. Or this week, I guess. Look at that. Look at that. That was nice. That was good. Wow. But yeah, what I was saying is we can look at this, and if you look at just the returns, you can see there's not too much of a drop. It does look like there's been a little less hunting on Arcadia. You can see you got a little bit more of like the 1 PEC payout versus the 2 PECs. So my guess, just based on looking at these deeds, and we'll really know once I can see these Calypso payouts, like you can see it went up, but that was like before the full VU. So after a week, so probably my next video, we're going to be able to sit down, really look at that, and really tell like what the bottom line effect was. Because if you're seeing payments go from like 60 PED, 50 to 60 PEDs to like 2 PEDs or something, that's gonna be a sign that like things are going bad or not. So let's say we go from like 65 PEDs down into the 40s. That's a change that's not seen. That's not like, you can't just say like, okay, well that's just normal, sometimes it happens. No, that's something that's like outstanding. Not outstanding, but that's something that's like different, right? So if we see that, then we know there's an effect. If we don't see anything, then we'll have to give it a few more weeks, but there might not be an effect. Looking at the Arcadia deeds, it looks like there was an initial drop a little bit in just people that were interested in it and like going, you know. Oh, actually, I just thought about something. I forgot to check when these payouts were, because so for Arcadia deeds they pay out daily, but if they can't get that 1 PEC value, they're gonna pay out every 2 days. So I could be completely off. Let's I don't want to get you guys the wrong info. You guys know I do my best to give everybody the right information here. So if we look at these days, so they're open, and we stop shooting. All right, that's, oh, the item I'm trying to use has decayed. All right, so this is all done. Let's equip this one, and we'll put the amp on. Actually, we'll do this right now. Let's just attach the equip attachment. Ooh, my amp is almost dead. Stop using it. Alright. Now we stopped. Unequip. Drop that amp on. Let's equip. Ooh, I can't. Is my amp dead? Ooh, my amp died on me here, folks, didn't it? Let's check this out. Check this out. No, my amp did not die on me. Maybe I'm just... Oh, I see what happened. Alright. I was like, I didn't think my amp would die on me. I keep switching. I've got to figure out... I actually don't know how to do the hotkeys now. There we go. Alright. So we should be good now. We're going back on track. Alright. So, sorry about that. Let's check these payouts here. So it does pay out every day. It's been paying out every day. You can see the drop, though. It dropped from basically... Here, sort of a week ago, we were looking at 2 to 3 PEC payouts. That was Moon Deeds, by the way. But we're looking at 2, maybe even 4 PECs, so we're looking at some pretty big spikes. That's because there's an event going on. I think that event's still going on, but you can see the payouts just aren't quite as high. Ooh, look at that. Nice little 16 PED payout. I'll take that. That is nice. So... Just based on this, it looks like there's been a small hit to revenue, but just based on the last like couple days, it looks like it's sort of coming back. My guess is probably we're going to see, there's going to be some people who are going to drop off, and there's some people who are really going to like this change and sort of up the ante. Especially if there's people who think that, ooh, that is not good. Alright, so especially if there's going to be a lot of people who are thinking that we might be getting like a move to console and a move to mobile, because they're going to see a lot more potential there. They're going to want to skill up, because just if there's more players in game, likely if your skills are above most players, you're going to be getting a decent payout, right? Like loot's going to be going good for you. And I think that's sort of that's like the hope, right? So I think there's going to be some players who will put more in if they think there's going to be more players coming, because they think, hey, there's more potential for this game. It's going to survive. Because one of my feelings is there's a lot of people who, they really like Entropia, but they just don't want to deposit huge amounts because they're not sure where it's going in the future. So I think giving people that stability is actually going to lead to some good things. And I know some of you guys have complained. One person said like they had like an issue with their hand. They could only use one hand, and now it's harder to do. I think a lot of this is going to be fixed by MindArk, because I could honestly see this game really just working with a mouse, and that's how they should always sort of make sure that can be done. I'm pretty sure I could hotkey my mouse right now so I could get it to work. Like just have one button to equip my guns, one to do maybe my armor if I really need it, and then I have another button that would just be the interact button. I think that would do it. Anyways, let's try and finish this up here. We got that nice global, so I'm sort of going off that high right now. I'm happy about that. 70 PEDs too, that's solid. This is the second recorded run that I've gotten a global on. Actually, this is the second Atrox run in a row I've gotten a global on. I'm just going to keep hunting here, obviously. Those of you guys who are watching, like, right now, just because you see me do good, like, now doesn't mean the area's hot, because this was a while ago. Alright, I'm gonna have to convert this ammo. Yeah, we're converting, let's go. And people asked if there's any way to get rid of that pop-up that says, are you sure you want to convert? I don't know. I don't think there is. I wish there was. MindArk, if you're watching at all, very good idea there. Very good idea. Let's run back. It'd be a very good idea to do that. Like, I'd really like that. Let's get some nice screenshots here. This makes for like better screenshots, just the way it's filmed, right? Like the way it's recording with this third person and how it centers. A lot of this is like really good sort of for this like these changes. If you look at like what they're doing, these changes are really good if you want to be more like just go to any system, right? Like on mobile, you might not be able to, like you might not want to spin the camera. You're just going to want it to focus if you're in third person. First person, I think, works. But yeah, I think there's a lot of changes that sort of simplify. I mean, I talked about this in another video, but we're talking about it again because people are like, oh, so someone did ask too. There's videos that people put out saying this is Entropia run on a console, this is Entropia run on a phone. Those are fake. At least I think they are, because these videos are like a couple years old, some of them. And a lot of them, these people are just like, oh yeah, like here's Entropia run on Xbox. And I don't really, like, there's nothing that, like, I don't see, like, the A button. I don't see any, like, button keys or button presses that are, like, asked for. And it looks exactly like PC gameplay. So, like, if it sort of, you know, if it looks fishy, smells fishy, and feels like a fish, it's probably a fish. So in this case, if it looks a little bit too good to be true, if it looks like a scam, it's probably a scam. So, yeah, that's sort of my opinion on that. If MindArk comes out, like if MindArk ever releases it, not a scam. If MindArk says, hey, we're coming to console, we've got a few people demoing it, like get ready for this, that's great. Let's see, can we, oh no. Alright, so that's shooting someone. I was like, what? Alright, so let's run back in. You can see my amp must be like at 0 right now. Let's check, because it was at 7. What are we at here? We're 1.49. Okay. So I do know where my amp decay was at. I did note that down, folks. So don't get too triggered right now. So let's go and take a look at this. We got a lot of ammo here. That's good. All right. So folks, we started out a 30 PED run. Obviously we got a 70 PED global, so we're gonna make a profit here. The question is how much? Yeah, 39 PEDs of that stuff. These are actually pretty good from Atrox. Decent markup components right here, getting like 110%, and they have a pretty good value per like unit too. So always keep that in mind when you're hunting them. Like just don't trade terminal or TTVs. You can just hold on to them and you'll do pretty good. So let's pull out the handy dandy calculator here. We're probably looking at about 90 PEDs of total loot, but I'm going to add it up anyways because that's sort of the best practice. So we got 48.8, and we're going to add to that a good old 55 PEDs. Oh! We're sitting at 103.86 PEDs. Let's subtract 30. We're at 73.86 PEDs of profit, okay? So my amp, again, that amp started out at 7 PEDs. Now we're down to 1.49. So just to make the math easier, let's say it's 1.5. And then we can subtract, what would it be? A solid, I think it would be like 4.5. No, 5.5 PEDs. So now we're at 68.36 PEDs of profit. This is good, folks. This is really good. This is crazy. I guess my time has come. I've done enough complaining, and MindArk has listened. Oops. Alright, so I don't think I repaired the armor. Yeah, I didn't. But the armor decay is going to be about 1 PED at most. So we're looking at a 67 PED profit without considering markup or anything like that. And of course, you're going to get a little bit of markup on some of these items. Like this stuff, I'm probably going to make a extra 0.5 PECs on. Yeah, 0.5. Because I stack it and then sell in like 50 to 100 PED batches, especially when I'm doing so good. But yeah, that was a solid run. That was an awesome run. Hopefully you guys liked the video, and hopefully you guys liked the global. Anyways, thank you for watching, and until next time, peace.